Okay, and we've got another Kickstarter unboxing today. I'm pretty sure I know what this is, so let's find out. Ooh, not what I thought. It is The Ruins of Symbaroum for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition rules. I thought this was going to be Girl Genius for the GURPS system from Steve Jackson Games, but no, I've been looking forward for this one for a while. This one, let's see, I backed at basically at the $100 level, which basically got me all of the physical rewards and books. They wanted about $20,000 to complete the project. They got $470,000 and about 4,300 and some change backers for it. So let's see what we got. I'm excited. This was done by the Free League, and they recently redid a Kickstarter for Symbaroum as well. I believe just the regular rules. Let's see, so let's see what we got here. Oh, a map pack. Where the Darkness Dwells and the Gathering Storm. This looks like the Game Master screen, yeah. And all the books in a really kind of slick slipcase. Bestiary, Game Master's Guide, Player's Guide. All right. Let's open these up and take a look. Start with this one. Basic books. Nice, elegant black and silver. Generally can't go wrong with that. Ruins of Symbaroum. Base setting books. That's nice. Base setting books, first edition. Alright. Player's Handbook. I love the artwork for this series. Again, look at that. Timeline, history, important settlements, map of the main city. So in Symbaroum, if you aren't familiar with it, it's really a cool, almost post-apocalyptic fantasy setting. Basically, the great evil is sweeping across the land, and nobody stopped it. So everybody is running from it. Kingdoms are running, cities are running, and they're all trying to flee before it gets to wherever they're at. And the last place to go is over these huge, like Himalayan type mountains, and away to the other side of a continent or whatever. But on the other side of those mountains is Symbaroum, a huge ancient forest. And many of the people have settled up, started a city on the other side, and they explore into the jungles, to the ruins that, or not the jungle, but the forest, into the forest, looking for treasure and magic items to help them fight this evil that's slowly basically working its way across the land. And you play people who have moved to this new city. Faction detail tracker. Doing expeditions into the into this forest, looking for stuff or trying to find a way. And there are barbarians in the forest and monsters, and the forest is almost a living thing, and it's slowly waking up. and if like a new site for and it's all pretty organized, because these nobles who have fled their countries and have come here, fleeing the great evil, are actually they're very organized about it. So when a new like site or set of ruins is, or even maybe a city that's found in the forest, they'll send out adventurers to check it out, and then like excavators and archaeologists to look into it to see if it's worth it. And then eventually they might even set up like a village to basically mine whatever they can out of these ruins in the forest. And the whole time they're fighting off monsters and barbarians and the elves that don't want anybody in their forest, that are like the guardians of the forest, living thorns, that are constantly harassing them and trying to push them back. The undead. The layout, look at that thing. The artwork is very good. I love a consistent art style. It really helps set the mood and tone. But yeah, so the 3 basic books. The Bestiary, the Player's Handbook, and the GM's Guide. Let's take a look at the GM screen here. Interested to see what the artwork is like, and also what they chose to put on it. What do they think is going to be most useful, or the GM is going to be referencing the most often, as they play. Where darkness dwells, and the gathering storm. I guess this is like a mini adventure. Usually most GM screens, yeah, come with minor adventures, you know, a little more than extended encounters almost. And that one obviously comes with 2. Open gaming license for 5th edition. Let's take a look at this artwork across it. Check that out. Pretty sweet. That. I mean, it's interesting enough, but it's not so much that it's going to be distracting, you know. Difficulty classes, class ranges, settlement type, single item max cost, total value available, days of the week, months of the year, expenses, marks of corruption, short rest, long rest, and extended rest, what they can get you, random terrain table, enemy table. So this is your random encounter charts and conditions. That makes sense. It's not bad. Not bad. Those seem like things that you'd want to be able to reference pretty quickly. And this seems like something that you might not mind. But they're also not so important that you wouldn't like put a couple of post-its over them if you knew you weren't going to need them for that session. Nice pair of adventures, a good GM screen, and the map pack. Let's see what this looks like here. Nice little folds, kind of like a folder. Yeah. Not maps, but kind of art cards for the covers of the 3 books. That's nice. See, and there it is. Davokar, the woods. See, and here you can see this is where Like they come through the pass and the cities, and then settlements and other notable sites that have already been discovered throughout the wood. Like that. Oh, hey. Hidden treasures. Slave Fortress, Undertown. Oh, nice little quick description of the locations. Also, they seem to be done in kind of quotes by people or conversations. So this would be something that would be fine to give the players. Like, this is what you know of. This is what you've heard is out there and about where it is. That's nice. And then again, a forest, a little bit bigger map, except, yeah, no, it's the same, except without a couple of things in it. Like there's some stuff up there. It's not on this map, but on the other side, we have the Kingdom of Ambria. So this is the claimed area after the mountains, the different locations, and then the unknown forest, and then the counties within each region labeled and listed out. 21 after the victory. Need to look that up and see what it is. Nice scale there too. Kind of a Blackmore map. Locations marked. City of Thistlehold. City of Walls. Much more densely packed. A nice number of maps. They're all really nice. We have a nice isometric map. Yunderos. Nice. Probably these are adventure locations now, I think we're looking at here. The Witch's Dwelling, Pilgrim Camp, the Sun Temple. Maps from whatever adventures this comes with, and then just some little ones. Castor. Bells toll for Castor, it says. Cylindra's Hope. Very pretty maps. Looks like maybe a ruined section of the city and then the living section of the city. Or maybe this is just slums and this is the wealthy section. Don't know, have to look it up for Ravenna. On the other side, Prios Pass. All right, and a final map here. There we go. I like the city maps. Always helps with immersion when people can see where they're at, and you can point to a location so they can, and in chases they can actually reference it, be like, okay, we want to turn left here. I love that. Room. But yes, that's it. A map pack, GM screen with 2 little adventures, and the 3 base books. I'm a big fan of this setting. Look into it if you can. It's a It's a really cool setting, but it's hard to get people to play a new system. And Symbaroum is not your standard fantasy system. Really neat system. I thought it was cool, but it's hard to get people to switch games to something with a whole new rule set. So whenever they said they were putting it out in 5e, making a 5e for it, I figured that would be a great way to get people to give it a try with a little bit more enthusiasm. So yeah, Ruins of Symbaroum 5th edition. What are the classes in this? Let me see what the classes are said. Just curious real quick here. Dwarves, elves, goblins, humans, ogres, trolls, and the undead are listed for character origins. Abducted human, changeling. Classes: captain, hunter, mystic, scoundrel, warrior. All of them with several, at least 6 or 7 subclasses. Poet, warrior, outlaw, officer, merchant master. Ironsworn, bounty hunter, monster hunter, witch hunter, different types of mystics from artificer to wizard, troll singer. So yeah, that's pretty cool. All right. Anyway, like I said, Ruins of Symbaroum. For $100 to back the Kickstarter for a setting I already knew I really would enjoy, for a set of rules that I think will be easy to get people to jump on board to give it a try in a cool slipcase with the 3 basic books, the GM screen. I think that was a steal, and I know I'm going to look forward to reading it again and checking out the monsters, because there'll be a lot of cool ones easy to convert and use. All right, thanks for taking a look with me, and I'll see you around the internet.